Testes. 1, 2, 3. How now, brown cow? How now, brown cow?
3, 2,
1.
1. I guess we'll call that live. Hi, guys. That was really loud. So, welcome to DayCare. This is my 7th installment of DayCare, and finally you get to stop listening to me babble to myself about everything. And actually, I should probably go in and turn this camera on too. Yeah, I'm going to stop babbling to myself, and finally you get to listen to somebody else. This is a super long-time friend of mine, Taylor DeWitt. Crazy special guest. This dude and I can sit and talk cars and weird stuff unendingly. Like, we have to make ourselves stop because you won't let it stop because you're like, but you can do this and you can do that. And then if you can see, this is Georgia down here. Georgia's going to join us here and there because she's needy and she's so sweet. But yeah, so Taylor, say what's up.
What up? Hey, guys. Yeah, Carson and I have known each other for what? Since like 2008? So like 10 years?
2007, 2008, because that's right around when I got, well, my first car. You had the GTI.
Yep.
Then you had the Rabbit after that, right?
The Rabbit first. And
the
GTI.
Rabbit first. Okay, so I met you when you had the Rabbit.
Yeah.
The silver Rabbit with the Lorenzers on it.
Throwback.
Oh, my gosh.
Throwback. Let's talk about those wheels. Did I ever tell you how I got those wheels?
No.
I bought those wheels on...
Oh, hang on. No, let's finish this, and then I'll have to talk about what's actually happening.
Okay.
So keep going on the wheels.
Okay, so I bought those things on Craigslist in L.A. And in 2008, that was pretty weird.
Yeah.
No one, like...
Hang on. So did you find them on LA Craigslist, contact the guy, and then go out there to get them?
No.
Or were you in LA?
No. I just was, I guess, ahead of the curve, and I would just troll all over the country on other Craigslists.
Okay.
And I found these things. They were chrome, but they were RSK 5s, and they were they were Mercedes fitment. They were 18 by 9s, and no one had put a 9-inch wide wheel on a Mark V yet. And I was like, well...
And we have photo evidence of why not to.
I'm good at math, and I did some offset stuff, and I was like, well, these should work. So I bought them. This guy was like... If I had to put a face with the voice, he was like Hector from Fast and Furious. And he owned a jewelry store in L.A.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that was a front.
And he's just sending off some Mercedes
and
wheels?
I'm pretty sure these wheels were stolen.
Oh, my gosh.
But I bought them for $600, and they were 3-piece wheels. The Lorenzers had titanium hardware, too.
And, yeah, I remember knowing that.
Yeah.
And I got to say, this dude is a connoisseur of coming across crazy, cool, rare wheels for the dumbest prices. We'll eventually touch on the GT3s.
Oh.
We'll get there because that story also breaks my heart. But the GT3s were killer. But what I wanted to talk about, so starting with Ep.7, what's happening here, and Taylor being here, how long has it been since we've gotten to like regularly hang out? 5-6 years?
Yeah. It's
been a long
2014.
It's been a long time.
Ish.
It's been a very long time. Probably since you sold me the blue GLI. It wasn't long after that
was
like
2013.
Things dissolved a little bit.
Yeah.
Because both of us were just starting to get super deep into something new.
Mm-hmm.
And just going wild. But I'm hoping to have Taylor on frequently.
All the time.
This is going to be kind of like a car talk, like stories. It's stories with Old Man Taylor.
Oh my God, I totally forgot about that.
What we would always call it, because it was from the the monthly Volkswagen Club meets where we'd get together and just hang out in this big old McDonald's parking lot off of I-40 and sit and tell stories for like 8 hours, but it would always end up being all of us huddled around Taylor.
Somehow, like 12 people huddled around me.
Because you had the wildest stories. There was a good era that you were just out. You were wilding. You were doing some crazy stuff. And that was the Mark III era.
Oh.
But so I'm hoping to have Taylor on a whole lot more because Taylor coined probably one of my absolute favorite terms. I was back here in Oklahoma. I was living in Ohio, but I had just come back. Actually, no. Yes. Because it was the week, it was actually the day, I think, that I made the scene in front of you in the red car when I saw you in the Grand Dam.
Oh,
because I had Danny and Sean down from Ohio. We'd all gone to Cars and Coffee.
Yeah.
And we were sitting down talking because we were looking at Javier's FF. He had just gotten the black FF.
Okay, yeah. Oh,
and you turned around and you looked at me and you said, from Captain Crunch to Tea and Crumpets.
Oh, yep, yeah.
And that really coined something for me, and it stuck. I have a Tea and Crumpets tattoo that we drew up because
I love it.
It stuck with me,
and love it.
It meant something so much to think about what that saying means. Like, I went from Captain Crunch to Tea and Crumpets. Now, you could take that in a lot of different ways of I went from the gutters to I'm on top of everything, or I went from taking as little as I can to put the most of myself into everything to now trying to make everything. And it's awesome. Put that damn thing on silent. But and so I thought about it for a while, and I've got a couple little names written down on my notepad of some of you have seen this before. I flash it every now and then of just the stuff I write down that I want to talk about. I've got a whole list in my phone of podcast ideas and things to trigger emotions and stories out of us. But I was sitting and thinking, and part of me, because what I want to do is anytime we get together, we're going to sit down, we're going to make green tea. And I didn't keep the packages, so
Shame on you.
Taylor's drinking one of my favorite green teas. Georgia, hey, you got to go to bed. Sorry, guys.
There's not a third microphone.
I got to tell my 2-year-old to go to bed. She's fuzzy and she's a golden retriever and she's melting because I'm scratching her chin. But
I'm melting.
So we want to kind of base this around drinking tea because for I don't know how many months straight before I moved out of Oklahoma, every Thursday night, I think it was Thursday night.
Yeah, Tuesday or Thursday, I feel like.
Yeah, you'd come pick me up and we'd run up to Edmond and go sit at All About Chai and do this and just talk. We'd drink green tea and talk.
For like 6 hours.
Yeah. It was the best. We'd walk in there and shut the place down. They'd literally be there just like, are you going to leave yet?
Sir, we are closed. You must
go. I honestly got a little upset when we went to the new one downtown because the girl was like, we close in 5 minutes, right?
You're like, listen, you don't know us, but we have special privileges. Special all about chai privileges, okay?
But so I want to make a thing out this that we get together, we make different green teas. I'm drinking my favorite roasted rice green tea. He's drinking an awesome, just pure like Chinese green tea with a little bit of like matcha powder in it. It comes in like the package.
I feel super Chinese drinking this, by the way. I don't know, can they see this?
Oh yeah, my sweet tiger mug.
There's a tiger on my mug.
He's got the tiger mug, and I actually have the mug. I asked the waitress at Sushi Neko if I could have it as my birthday present, and she just turned around and said, I never brought you a mug in the first place.
I don't know what you're talking about. There is no mug. That's the best.
And that's how I ended up with like one of my favorite tea mugs.
I definitely did that when I was a server. It's like, oh, yeah, I never saw anything.
I never brought that out to you.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's kind of where I am in the structure that I want to make all of this and actually make it a big conversation topic thing. Hopefully, we can get to the point where actually, like, we can do this live on YouTube and we can have a big chat going. We can do, like, a super chat
Ooh,
So
yes.
it's 9 p.m. So a lot of people are just kind of sitting around. You just prop up your phone, drop in some questions, donate some dollars to cover that first container shipment because we talked about that last time.
Yes.
So that's another, like, dude, this is crazy. I 2 days ago launched a brand that does not have a lot of traction at all, and I am flying by the seat of my pants doing this.
That's the best way to do it, though.
But that's honestly, that's kind of how a lot of people do it. You either have it handed to you, or you have to figure it out.
Just figure it out as you go.
Yeah,
It's
you got to
fine.
figure out as you go.
What are plans? It's
So
fine.
I've heard back from a couple contacts. I emailed the dude I worked with when I worked at the old company because his information was gifted to me in the end of said company.
Okay. All right.
So this contact's information was gifted to me because I dealt with him a couple times. I dropped him an email a couple days ago. He got back to me instantly. And it's just... the header of the email, "Hello, Carson. It's been so long. It's good to talk to you again." It's just, yes.
Dude, that's awesome.
So that locks down a yard for a container and someone to put the things in the container. So literally, hit me up with anything you want. Anything you want. Be it you found it and you don't know how to get it, or you don't know what it even is and how to start or where to look for it. Hit me up. I'll find it for you. 100% we'll find it for you and give you a ton of options and let you see.
It's true.
I was thinking earlier because I designed stickers already for the K-Car Club.
Oh, the K-Car Club.
It's going to be a K-Car squad.
Oh, man. The world isn't ready for the squad deep in K-Cars. Like, people
4 of us are going to show up and take up 1.5 parking spots.
Yeah, absolutely. And still only have 2.4 liters between the two of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depending on what years. So there's some older models that I think and I know someone out there listening knows Jiro Shakeru way more than me, but so K-Car started out with a maximum capacity of 550 cc's.
Oh.
And then I think it's like 1987 or 1988
Stepped it up.
went to 660 cc's. Now, so the Suzuki Jimny,
Yep. Yeah.
you get those, they have basically the cappuccino motor in it. It's the EA11R 3-cylinder double overhead cam turbo motor. That's the 660cc option for the Jimny. The 550cc option is a 2-stroke.
Shut your mouth.
Wing ding 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 ding
Shut
ding
your
ding
mouth.
ding ding ding.
Can I
wing,
please
ding, ding, ding.
have a tuned pipe coming out of the back of my K-Car?
I gotta.
Yeah, pull this up. I need to see this. I need to see this. My next question is like, what fuel ratio does it take? You have to do it yourself.
I know. Is it a 2 to 1? Is
like
it injected?
Is it like a weed eater where I have to like just mix it myself? I just need to know.
Dude, Dodge Van Racing.
Oh man,
I gotta get this to load. So, I guess. So we're at 69.
Oh, 6'9".
So I started uploading episode 6 at midnight.
7 days ago.
Midnight yesterday. I got home at midnight and was just like, oh yeah, shit. Before I go to sleep, I need to start uploading this video. Knowing, Georgia, hey, come here. You can't do that. You can't do that to the guests. You can't do that, baby. I don't know. I love you, but you can't do that. So, knowing that this video was 42.3 gigabytes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it has now
Oh.
been uploading for 21 hours. And we are at 69%.
Dad, get off the phone. I'm on the internet. God.
So, I have a
I'm
feeling.
almost out of AOL minutes.
I have a feeling we're going to be upgrading to fiber optic here soon. But I am also just using the Wi-Fi. I know. Shame. Now, this one will be exporting directly to my external hard drive, and it's going to go on the MacBook, which will be plugged in to the modem, which hopefully that'll work a bit better. Are you sleepy? Do you need to go to bed? Georgia, go to bed. Go to bed.
Put me to bed, Dad. Put me to bed.
She lays down right there.
You're literally just going to lay down right there.
Yeah, so let me let me see if internet is even going to internet here. And I can do this because I'm not screen mirroring. Apparently, it's like hella illegal to watch a YouTube video on a YouTube video.
YouTubeception is illegal?
Like, I can't put a YouTube video in my YouTube video.
What if it's your YouTube video? Still no, because that's like YouTube incest?
Weird.
Incest?
Because I have a feeling it has something to do with their ads, but oh well, so.
Listen. Come and take us. You can't find us.
Let me see
Hack
if
the
I can't
planet.
find this. Because this dude, yes. So I can't remember his name. He's the head guy of Team Orange at Ibisu. And he has a early Suzuki Jimny, which is a 2-stroke. I don't know. Somebody correct me. Is it a two-cylinder or 3-cylinder? I don't know.
Can we hold on a second? Shh.
Oh, wait. Hang on. How?
YouTube. Shh. What?
I wonder how much of that music you can hear in the back. And I wonder how much of this video is going to get muted because I've got copyrighted music playing in the background.
Oh, about that.
Is your computer finally being quiet?
Yes.
So Taylor opens up his brand new computer over here, and it instantly sounds like it's trying to go to space. I have a fan controller on my Mac, so it has 3 fans in it. And this thing literally sounds like it's about to lift off the table.
It's a hovercraft. Hold on. Before you play that, let's just discuss the fact that this is a prime example of how much like we like fanboy over Japanese stuff. So much to the sense that like you said Team Orange.
Team Orange.
So like I'm sure that like when some super like hipster Japanese dude that pulls up in his 2-stroke K car, who probably looks awesome, and he says however you say that in Japanese, it probably sounds way cooler in Japanese than just Team Orange.
So they have a like 600 horsepower RB26 powered Laurel D1 car.
Oh.
Their other cars are STIs and Evos. Those are their drift cars. Those are their competition cars.
But they have a Laurel D1 car?
Yeah.
Dang.
It may not be D1. It's like Grand Prix. It's a Grand Prix car, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's going to be super
I also probably don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. Kabow!
Yeah.
Everybody, that's Taylor putting his cup
Putting
down.
my tea down. This tea is magically delicious, by the way.
So
What are these?
So
are these
are Suzuki Jimneys.
That's a Suzuki Samurai, by the way.
Jimny came first. But yeah, they're Suzuki Samurais.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I gotta turn this down so you guys can't hear it. Yeah.
Oh my god.
She just like ass packed him.
Oh man. Okay, because we're going to start a whole nother squad of rock crawling K cars.
So hang on. Let me go back a couple seconds. You hear it? If nobody knows,
it's
I'm
literally
watching
2-stroke.
I'm watching a certain Australian guy's YouTube video of them going out off-roading in Suzuki Jimneys. It's as long as your hand.
That's a fact.
That's
actually,
the intercooler
that's a
on top.
toaster. That's a toaster. It's not an engine.
There are bigger toasters.
That's only
Here's
like
the 2-stroke.
That's only like the 3-slice toaster, not the 4-slice.
I'm pretty sure that's okay. So shit, I couldn't see how many spark plugs. I only see 2, 3. So it is a 3-cylinder 2-stroke.
2-stroke, yeah. And all the rust of the world. That sounds fantastic.
Somebody's gonna hear that. I gotta hear him like run it up.
Shh. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh my god. It literally sounds like a chainsaw. And there it goes. Now it flipped over. Yeah, we're definitely doing reckless things in 2-stroke off-road vehicles.
Oh, when I was looking for a Samurai the first time, the first thing I was going to do to it is put in a bucket, harnesses, and build an exo cage for when I flipped it. Not if I flipped it, for when
I flipped it. Yes. The joke is it would only take
But these have these are
tubing.
tractor tires.
Oh my God.
These are just tractor front tires.
They literally are.
So you put your John Deere tires on your Jimny and go out Jimnying. It's Jimnying. You're not four-wheeling. You're not off-roading.
You're Jimnying.
You're Jimnying. Yeah, they're winching him out.
Oh my God, look at the smoke coming out of the back. Look at yes.
Oh yeah, flood the shit out of it. But yeah, so two-stroke K cars. And there's a dude that follows me from Japan that has a two-stroke Honda ACTY. So it's a 3-cylinder, but he built chambers. So he's got 3 little Yoshi chambers that come out the side.
No way.
It's sick.
What?
Let's see if I can actually spell all this out without looking.
Godspeed, son. Godspeed.
But I should also just not be on the internet because I'm still trying to upload a video.
Yeah, I'm also on your internet also.
Chaka!
You just got it the first try?
This is it. So this is it. No, it's a Suzuki Carry. Sorry.
I just need you guys to
Or
know
wait, no, does he
that
have
can't
a Honda?
see that he pulled up Instagram on the internet. I feel like a large portion of the population doesn't even know you can do that.
So these pictures aren't going to do it for you. So it is a Suzuki Carry. My bad.
Oh, look at
But
the dash bar on the front, dude.
So they come out the side right before the back wheel.
Oh my God.
He's got an off-road one too.
Of course he does.
And it's got a big exo cage on it, and he's got a video of him rolling it down the side of a hill and just cackling with laughter because these dudes know how to have fun.
And they're like throwaway cars over there.
Yeah, they are $200 cars to them.
Oh my God. I love how in that picture it's like super cropped and zoomed in, so it looks like a
It looks huge.
like a large vehicle, but it's not even the size of like a Polaris side by side.
Let's see. There's him welding some wheels together. His RB20 Nissan Crew.
What's a Nissan Crew?
They used them as like taxis.
Oh,
that's
a
it
window
with
in the block.
The big end of the rod looks melted,
Oh my!
and the small end of the rod is pointed the wrong direction out of the cylinder.
This is fine. We're fine. This is fine.
Everything's okay. Come on, show me the goods. But yeah, these dudes. What is going on here?
We can't talk about that.
I got that road rash. But these dudes just mob around in their K trucks. And
Go back up. The one on the left, right there. Yeah, action shot.
See, I need screen capture. Somebody suggest a good screen mirroring software so I can actually like show you guys what we're doing apart from just putting a camera in front of the screen because I know I'm gonna get chastised for that.
Yeah, potato quality. Oh, I can't really
Yeah,
see
so
what's
here's
going
the
on.
two trucks next to each other, the lowrider and then the big one.
Man.
But he's got
those are the same truck.
I think
Or
the big
close
one's
to?
a Suzuki Carry. One of them's just a little newer.
Dude,
What angle is this video taken from?
that way. The bottom is on the left.
Yeah. So he's got good videos of him driving. Oh, he drifts the little one.
Of course he does.
Oh my gosh.
If I had it, oh my God, I cannot wait to shred autocross.
Dude
in
has
a
posted
K
up
car.
like that picture you sent me 2 nights ago.
Yeah, just white knuckled face of aggression.
Oh no.
Like he's doing 150 miles an hour, but he's doing 35 in a K truck.
Did he get rid of a bunch of them? That would suck. Oh well, whatever. This thing's becoming too distracting, and I need to get off the internet. So we're at 70%. Maybe if we stop talking about it, it'll keep going.
It's like Fight Club. You can't talk about it.
Gosh. So what else? What else do we got? Where were we before we even started talking about two-stroke K cars?
That's a great question.
We
were talking about lowering.
I had a weird thought today because I looked up and talked to some people about literal translations because Japanese literal translations are really funny. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it's the exact same thing, but just spelled phonetically in like katakana or romanji versus the kanji symbols.
Right.
And so I was talking to a guy and I was like, so what's the word for club? He's like, basically say club without the L and put another syllable on it. It's kurubu. Kurubu.
Kaboo.
Kribu.
Kribu.
And I know I'm going to get yelled at for that, but Jirosha Keiru means lightweight car. Keiru means lightweight, so that's why they're called K-cars, K-E-I.
Okay.
Jirosha is vehicle, lightweight vehicle. And so I guess where I was going was the engine restraints, but it's also, so it can only have a 660cc engine or less.
Mm-hmm.
It can only be 6 feet tall and 11 feet long. And
God.
like 5 feet wide.
Oh my God.
So you get in
Yeah.
it and you can like palm
Side to
both
side.
windows side to side.
Here's the advantage of driving a K car in America. It's right-hand drive, and you can still go through the drive-through because you can reach the other side of the car
Yes, you don't have
No
to get one of the little
problems.
gopher grabbers.
or go backwards. You can just.
I
go
had
forwards.
I'd come across because I told you about that picture of me sitting in the mirror in the little jump seat with
Yeah,
my
yeah.
feet on the dash, and I saw it a couple days ago. Oh man, this is when I put those little Riversides on it.
Yes,
Or these I think they're Euroline Type N's.
that's a Daihatsu, right?
Daihatsu Mira.
Mira, yeah. What year is that?
87, I
Okay.
think. So I had gotten some 14 by 5 Euroline Type N's to put on our Daihatsu Mira van. It's one of those like coach built things where they cut the top of the car off and put a van top on it.
It looks very anime, by the way.
When we put lowering springs on the ACTY, that was fun.
First of all, you actually put springs on there instead of just cutting it?
Yeah. It
Okay.
came with springs in the back. Like, that's the greatest thing ever about importing cars is the crazy shit you find in them.
It came
And
with
in this
lowerings.
one, it had lowering springs in it.
Oh,
So we had
I mean, why wouldn't
blocks
it?
for the beam in the rear
yeah. Was it like a...
because it's a transaxle in the rear. Because in the Hondas, the engine is mounted in the very back and it
Oh.
uses a transaxle, basically like a Honda front-wheel drive drivetrain in the back.
Okay.
The Suzuki's and the Mazdas do it a little different. The engine is actually right under the seat, and it uses a drive shaft and goes to like a 3-foot wide live axle.
Oh,
It's
okay.
the cutest thing in the
Yeah,
world.
that's probably the tiniest little live axle. Does it have like leaf springs and stuff?
Yeah. And so you can flip the springs. That was when Aaron actually came to see me in Ohio.
Oh, so you can do like a flip kit?
Yeah, you can do a flip kit. You can block them. You can flip them. But it's like when you flip the leaves,
It dumps it.
it dumps it.
I like how mini truck technology spans across the world.
Oh my gosh. This was that day this crazy Russian dude came to pick up the Subaru. This was the one I was telling you about with the 3 locking differentials, the locking center diff, the front diff, and the rear
super
diff.
all-wheel drive.
Yeah,
freaking.
Because it had a
K-truck.
button. It had a button on the shifter. The old Subarus that had the electronic diffs.
Yeah.
You hit that button and it's an all-wheel drive, and you had a switch that you could turn for the front and rear diffs to lock them.
Oh,
That little thing was hilarious. But this dude picked it up on this massive like car transport, the semi-sized car transport. The insides of the tires were hanging off the insides of the ramps. I don't know how
it
he
didn't
didn't
fall
fall
off?
through.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure he just toasted the clutch getting it up there. And I was like, bro, it's got a granny gear.
Yeah.
Just put it in gear,
Yeah.
let your foot off the clutch, and hang your head out the
It'll
window.
climb up.
And it'll just go up there. It makes 30 horsepower, but it's got like an 800 to 1 reduction for that gear.
Yeah.
Where
It'll
is
be
that
fun.
dang picture of the Mira? I've probably missed them all at this point.
I used to hear horror stories from the transport guys at the Mitsubishi dealership
Dude.
from the Mirages, because the Mirages are like one step above a K car. And yeah, he said you would be at the port in Houston and guys would just miss the ramp. And
Just dump them.
yeah, and they would just fall the hell off the truck.
Oh my
And it's a
God.
brand new car. I mean, obviously it's not like a $10,000 brand new car, but
Right.
yeah, I'm not interested in that.
Now I can't find them. I saw pictures of it. There's another Suzuki Carry I tried to buy. Oh, dude, that's one thing I miss is the Mario Kart tournaments. Mandatory Mario Kart breaks twice a day.
Excuse me?
Yeah. One of us needs to get a Wii U and Mario Kart 8 because it's life-changing stuff for car people to
Did
do
you
in the winter.
say Mario Kart 8?
8. I still have Mario Kart 64 because I have a Nintendo 64.
I said I got a Gamecast
over
Doug.
here.
Damn, I'm trying to help you out.
Where'd you learn that? I learned that on Game Station.
Yeah.
What is that? It's like a PlayStation and a GameCube, but not.
There's a Dreamcast and a GameCube. I said I got Gamecast.
Gamecast. Where? Goodness gracious.
That was Malibu's most wanted for you that don't know.
Grand Theft Auto. Brad's my slave name.
Oh my God.
Oh, this was the Laurel I tried to buy before I got mine.
Oof.
It was dope. It sold for so much money.
It looks like it would.
And I got mine because it looks like trash. Actually, no, it's the second one I tried to get. This was the first one I tried to get.
Oh.
And that one sold for like $5,000.
Really?
Yeah. And then I think the only reason I got mine is because it looks like absolute trash in the picture.
Oh.
It looks like some thrown together, just hobbled like piece of crap.
Yeah, but that's what half those cars are over there, right?
And I was so happy when I got it. I'm still so happy about it. I don't even have it anymore. And I'm still so happy.
R.I.P. 240.
Oh, man. This
That
was
when it was a drift rat, right? Like whenever you took stuff off of it?
Put the KA in it.
Yeah.
Because I welded the clutch together in the SR. Brand new clutch, by the way. Welded itself together. Thanks, Comp Clutch. If you'd like to redeem yourselves, hit me up.
Sponsor us.
Where is... Yeah, I forgot. I did this little burnout right outside the garage because I knew the neighbors were going to get pissed again because I was doing burnouts in the alley. So I did the burnout with the garage door open.
Of course.
And like a weight holding the string for the garage door so it wouldn't come back down.
Oh my God.
And so I drove over it and it just popped the door down. And I heard him open the door and walk outside
as your door closed
and shut the door again like seconds after I'd gotten inside. Well, this was like I had just finished the KA swap. It sounded like the belts were still squeaking.
Oh my God.
Shout out to Vibrant Mufflers for making a KA24DE sound like gold.
Yeah.
That was
really,
straight piped headers and that single Vibrant muffler that I had.
Dang. Yeah.
That actually Josh put on the car the day before it left for Ohio.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was straight pipe. Just straight pipe.
Yeah.
When it had the SR in it.
Yeah. Loud AF.
I can't believe you drove that car to Ohio, right?
So Emmanuel actually drove it because I had to fly a couple different places. Like I went to El Paso, Texas, then Amarillo, then Minneapolis, and then Ohio. So he actually drove it up there.
And it made it.
Oh, hell yeah, it made it. That thing didn't skip a beat. It was such a good car.
I'm not talking about the drivetrain. I just meant like it made it. Like a half inch off the ground made it.
So I'd raised it a lot. Like it had 3 inches of ground clearance at that point.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm sitting thinking like how
the
was
Choi
it
Nori
even...
scooter.
What is that thing?
It's a little like 4-stroke twist and go scooter we got for $10 in Japan and just tossed it in a container. And here I am doing a burnout.
In slow-mo. Let's talk
about
how the people in Japan, when they load up those containers, are Tetris masters.
They are very good. Like, there's a couple of you out there that I know that, like, we follow each other that work in container yards and do this stuff, and you guys are gods amongst men because while unloading shipping containers, I have been blown away with how well that stuff is packed in there. But you got to think, It spent 6 weeks on a boat just doing this.
Yeah, and it doesn't move.
And they hung a car from the roof of the shipping container, and that's normal. That's normal.
That's normal?
Okay, Mr. Lee, you on that.
Yes. That's normal? People just deal with it?
This dude. So a lot of people are going to be like, wow, you guys are racist. But Mr. Lee is a real person
Yes.
that would come into it. Was it Fowler?
Yeah, he was a customer at the Fowler dealership, the Volkswagen store he used to work at. And he was a foreign exchange student from China and had a new GTI Volkswagen. And he was the most anal retentive 5'2", 90-pound Asian boy I've ever seen in my life. You would have thought that he bought a Bentley. But anytime that there was like a TSB or like technical service bulletin or just like any kind of flaw in the car, he would,
normal Volkswagen quirks.
yeah, or just quirks in general for a car, he would bring it up and he would complain about it. So he had the best one was the kid literally weighed 90 to 95 pounds, and we replaced his driver's seat because he said it broke. I'm like, dude, you don't even weigh in. You barely weigh enough to like set the airbag, like
the airbag sensor,
the sensor off to know that you're in the seat. But so you know how like on the front bumper there's like those little like the tow hook covers that snap in and out.
Dude, so the Q7's in the shop right now because the last tech that worked on it broke the clips off of that, and they're like, we can't get those anymore. We have to order a whole new bumper.
Perfect.
And I was like, cool, you're getting a new bumper, you're painting it. They broke all the trim tabs in the rear quarter entire interior trim.
Yeah.
Trying to get to all the MMI. But yeah, so keep going.
So there's those little tow hook covers that snap in and out, and it's just a plastic molded piece of plastic. Like it's superficial. Like it's not, anything crazy. And for any of you that know cars, he's showing me K-car porn while I'm talking. So anybody that knows anything about cars, those things never really fit that great. Like they always just kind of
they always wiggle.
They always like wiggle around. So, and everything was like super dramatic with this kid, mostly because like he didn't speak very good English and he was very animated. So he comes up on the service drive and he's talking and he's like going crazy about this. He's like, let me. He's trying to tell me to like look at this on the front of his car, and he grabs the thing with his finger and he starts wiggling it around. And I'm like, there's nothing wrong with that. That they all do that. And he's like, that's normal? That's normal? People just deal with that? And that's where that got started. So now every time we see something that's normal or not normal, we just make a Mr. Lee joke. He actually had Ling Long tires on that car.
I remember that. Like,
Yeah.
You can't, like, we're not being racist and we're not being stereotypical.
Yeah.
Mr. Lee was always just like, you just deal with that. That's normal. But he had Ling Long tires on it. He ordered Ling Long tires for his brand new GTI.
From China, I could assume, and had them brought over. And super cool dude. He just went back to...
No DOT regulations on any of that. Like
I didn't even think about
the
that.
The tires I get from Japan and things like that, no DOT regulations. It's all the same tires, but they didn't have to go through all the testing.
What a time to be alive.
Because I was looking for, I've got, if any of you are familiar with that crazy deep 14-inch Volk mesh I built out of 2 barrels and mounted a tire on just because everyone said you can't. And I know I shouldn't. I absolutely should not have done that, but I did.
What tire did you put on it?
So it's a Advan Neova AD05. So it's like, it's an R tire.
Yeah.
This one's rock hard at this point.
Sure.
But it's like
heat
brand
cycled out
new.
and just old.
But I'm looking through it because it's got some little tiny surface cracks in it. And I'm looking through it trying to find the date stamp. And I was like, oh, yeah.
They don't
date stamp these tires.
People just deal with it.
You just deal with it. I'm still trying to find a picture I've got of me sitting in the jump seat of this Daihatsu Mira van with my feet on the dashboard. Now, this jump seat was like halfway back in the car.
What's that yellow one?
The yellow one, that's a Honda Beat.
Oh, okay. The Beat.
So rear engine, rear drive, 5-speed.
Yeah. NA, right?
NA. You put ITBs and a header on them. Revs to like 10 grand.
Okay, so it's like a normal Honda.
Little 800-pound party machine.
Yeah.
That's my big toss-up. Do I want a beet or a cappuccino?
Cappuccino.
I love cappuccinos.
Dude, I saw a silver cappuccino on
But it's the one here in town, yeah.
yeah, on 39th, and that thing.
Oh, dude,
It
when
had-
it was stacks on stacks on stacks of STIs.
Oh, STI front clips.
Oh,
But
Forester,
Forster
STI.
STIs, yeah.
The right STI.
Yes. Wait, go back down. What is that van?
That? It's a Honda. No, that's a Subaru Sandbar Safari. So the normal Subaru Sandbar vans were like a normal van, 10-top.
Yeah.
So the Safari has like a bump up, and the whole roof is like glass. It's crazy.
I am in.
These are the ones that they make the big fiberglass front cover to make it look like a bay window bus.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I want to live out of a K-car van.
You don't fit.
It's fine. I'll figure it out. Look, I'm a tiny person, and I can
This
sleep.
is me next to the Mira.
I can sleep in the fetal position. Look at that. There's plenty of room. Look. Haters going to
You
hate,
could, like,
and potatoes going to potate.
Strap yourself to the wall like it hangs you there like a space sleep.
That's a great photo.
That was when we were unloading that container.
Listen, I'm sure I can build some sort of like a tent to put on top.
Yeah. I don't know if it would hold you because they're made of aluminum foil.
And hopes and dreams.
So this picture I've got right here was the inside of that Mira. It had this baller old like Grant Wood steering wheel in it with this old ass paper note taped over the horn button. I'm staring at it and like I don't know Japanese. Like I can pick out little things here and there. But finally I showed this picture to one of my friends because we haven't driven the car or moved it or done anything with it. And it says, caution, no brakes.
Oh.
Like, oh, that's good.
Oh.
Turns out it was just like somebody had done something to the brakes and never put fluid back in it because the brakes worked great.
Where we're going, we don't need brakes.
I'm not going to find that. I need to give up and like actually have my shit put together for when we're going to do this, which is actually what I did right here. I went through and I favorited a bunch of pictures that stood out to me that were meaningful to a certain point in time. So I guess we can go through these. And we're not actually going to do this right now because I can't show anyone. That is a Diablo Rise septum ring.
Is it?
I sold so many of those.
Yeah.
It's baller.
She's super cool.
Like that is a baller status piece of jewelry. It's like $300 for a little tiny piece of gold.
Really?
Yeah.
Her name was Jin. And she was super cool. She has armpit hair. I don't know how I feel about that.
I'm okay with that.
I mean,
I put it on the record. I am 100% A-okay with armpit hair.
I think I'm more okay with a little bit of hair down there than I am armpit hair. Well, I guess for those that can't see what the hell I'm doing, I'm editing some photos. I do photography for fun and slash going to be a business. And I'm just editing photos and talking. And
Flash that Instagram.
WMC.productions.
I am sure I will have to figure out at some point how to make that show up
Show up on the screen.
I don't know if it's going to be a link or anything like that, but I might be able to make this work. As soon as you see episode 6, you're going to learn how great of cinematography I've got going here now. Oh, these were the big ones. So this was, I found the rolling the cars out.
Oh.
This was...
That's the sketchiest thing I've seen in a very long time. That's like a 45-degree angle.
He was our dude in Virginia. It used to be Wheel Good Deals.
Stop
but he
it.
wanted this
Stop
car.
it. Please don't say it like that.
Wheel Good Deals.
Yeah.
That was him. You could hit him up. But so we pull out the first one, and it was like, yeah, okay. I'm driving a K truck out of a container onto ramps.
No.
And there's like a 6-inch drop.
How?
And I've got to bounce it down over that.
How sketchy was that? Because you're over the front axles.
Oh, yeah. No, like you're over it.
So you feel like you're on a roller coaster right now?
So what's crazier than that? Doing it backwards.
Oh.
I had to do it backwards with the next car. So in that container, they'd filled the back of it with wheels and stuff.
Yeah.
They'd pulled this one in. They put the loose in it.
Okay.
hanging from the Luce hanging from the top, and then
Oh my
backed
God.
the little Honda in under it. So it was like the car was on top of the beds of
Yeah,
both
yeah,
trucks.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I guess if it fell, it wouldn't be that bad.
This was terrifying. There was in the blue one, I got to a high enough angle that the float in the carburetors just shut.
Yeah.
And the engine
And the
stopped.
engine died. Yeah.
And like I started sweating. What's happening?
Coming home.
How was everything?
Fantastic. It was a really good time.
Good to
Right on.
hear. So we have another special guest. This is the dude. He just had a baller whiskey tasting
Oh.
at his church.
That's
Good stuff.
At his
He's
church.
gonna walk around and
At his church. Oh.
Quite
deal
on
with
set.
Georgia. That's the dude. He abides.
What up, dude?
That's
The
two
dude.
special guests in one episode. But
You
yeah,
guys
so
don't even know what you do
backing
with
those
yourself.
things out was super crazy. But getting back to you, Taylor does photography. How long has it been now since the first time you picked up a camera and was like, hang on, I want to do this?
So I had an ex-girlfriend of mine buy me a camera in 2012-ish. It's like a little Canon T3, like a little like Target kit special with like the case and the couple of lenses or whatever.
What's crazy is I feel like I remember that. I remember our point and shoot days.
Yeah, and because prior to that, it really was just shooting with like a little Panasonic point and shoot, like digital, like your grandma's digital camera, and so she got me that, and I shot for like I don't know, probably 6 months or a year, I guess, and just fiddle farting around with mostly car stuff, and then I put it down for like 5 years. It was just sat in my closet, and then I picked it up probably around 2017-ish, like middle of 17, and started shooting cars again, mostly mine. I had a Toyota Yaris at the time, R.I.P. Yaris, and then I just kind of, I don't know. I had, so the dealership that I used to work at, half of the garage used to be a performance shop. We had an all-wheel drive dyno and all kinds of stuff. And the guy that owned the performance side of it wanted to do a photo shoot. And he had like a 800 wheel horsepower GTR, had a bunch of like customer cars that were fast. And he was like, I need you to do a photo shoot for us. And I was like, okay, I'm your man. And he's like, well, I'm going to hire some models and I want you to take some photos. And I'm like, okay, well, cars and girls don't go together. And I don't really shoot people. I just do cars. And he was like, no, it's fine. You can do this. You'll be fine. And I was like, no, I'm not your guy. Like, I don't do that. I just do cars. And so anyways, after we argued back and forth, he talked me into it. And I was like, dude, I've never done that before. So I'm just going to wing it, I guess. And he was like, so I'm going to invite probably like 3 or 4 models, and I'm going to have like 10 or 12 cars here, and we're just going to have a party. I'll buy some pizza and some beer, and we'll just hang out in the shop and shoot pictures. I was like,
All right.
okay, but I'm not your guy. Like, I need you to find another photographer to come up here so I don't feel like I'm wasting your time because you're paying for these models, and I don't want to waste your money. And he was like, okay, well, we'll find another photographer. You just don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. And it's like, okay. And this was on like a Tuesday. So like Wednesday, I come into work and I'm like, hey, Brad, did you find another photographer? And he goes, no, but there are more models coming. And I was like, excuse me? And he's like, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, we're going to have like.
Hang on. I'm just going to turn you just a little bit. Keep doing what you're doing.
He's like, we're going to have like 5 models here. And I was like, no, not for me. Right. So anyways, long story short, at one point there was like 12 models that were coming and 12 cars. And he's like, yeah, we'll just make like a calendar. I'm like, bro, I'm not your guy. Like, no. He's like, it's fine. So Bob actually came with his camera.
Okay.
To make me feel not alone, I guess.
Yeah.
And I just fell in love with the idea of doing portrait photography. I had a lot of fun. And then I dove headfirst into it. in the beginning of 2018, and just started doing shot after shot after shot. And then last summer I was doing like 3 to 5 shoots a week, and took the winter off to kind of reassess life. And now I do a lot of motorsport stuff. I don't know. So it's something that I definitely want to do as a business. I just don't know when, where, or how yet. Just kind of feeling it out.
Well, you're doing the same thing I'm doing. You're just winging it.
Yeah.
You're finding what you do want to do versus what you definitely don't want to do.
Like I said, I think we talked about this the other day. Like, I don't want to be like the typical photographer. Just so many photographers have this aspirations of like being a photographer for a living, and then they jump into it and realize that they can't do something like landscape photography for a living right off the bat. And so they're like, well, I guess I'll do baby portraits or weddings. And that's not what I want to do, and that's not what they want to do. So at that point, they just have a regular ass paying job that they don't even want to go to, but now that they've ruined it because they don't even want to go to do the thing that they wanted to do for a living.
Right.
So I'm just patient. You know what I mean? Just going to play it out, kind of build my little niche market of what I like to do, and then see how it works out for me. But, so yeah, anyways, follow me on Instagram.
Sweet. Like I said, I'll have to try and figure out a way to put that in there. I'm sure it's the easiest thing in the world, but it's magic to me right now, and I don't understand any
Rocket
of that.
science.
Yeah. Yeah, what do I... so one of the first things I put in here, and it'll probably be something that we do later on, but the first note I ever wrote down was your sticker stash.
Oh.
Do you have a sticker stash?
I used to.
You used to.
R.I.P.
Did you junk it all?
No. It's still in the same place it was.
Ah, okay.
In a forbidden zone.
Okay. Dang. So now I've got... Well, maybe we'll have to have episodes where we because I've got this giant folder full of stickers. Like,
really?
I've collected over years of things that it's just like, I have to have these stickers, but I have to have them because I'm never going to put them on anything.
That's the way I was.
Yeah. You're like,
yeah.
this is too good.
Is cool.
Like, there's 30 of these.
And I want to put it on something, but you just never find that one thing that's cool enough to put it on.
Right.
You're just like...
And you'll hold it up to
It's
8 million things.
It's like a fucking baseball card at that point. You're just like, no, I'm not getting rid of this.
Yeah,
no, it's going to be worth something when I'm old.
Yeah. You tape it on to 8 million things, and you look at it 800 different ways. You're like, no, you'll do in the folder.
Yeah,
it's just going to go right back in the folder.
I'll find something eventually.
So we'll have to have sticker showcases.
Maybe...
Is that?
That was my foot.
Okay.
Maybe you and somebody else can do a recon mission and
go nab them.
Get them back.
You'll have to give us the directions.
We'll go at night.
Draw me a
when
good
it'll be
map.
dark. We can have River come over with his two-step again. Were you there that night?
I know I was at a Monday meet after he did that to his car because it was when it was big turboed and not tuned or anything. He just had some weird two-step tune put on it.
Yeah.
And it was this was before all the two-step stuff got super popular and you see all the videos of the Supras. And I honestly cannot stand that shit at all.
It's the two-step contests are dumb.
Grow up, please. Yeah. Grow up.
Just use it for what it's for.
So this dude, Riverhood, pulls up in his Mark IV GTI 1.8 T car that he's done all this bananas shit to.
That car made almost 500 when he was done to the wheels.
Yeah. But he also, he came from the supercharged VR car that ran okay, and he sold that and turboed it, and it never ran, and he sold it, and he turboed his Mark IV, or he big turboed the Mark IV.
I'm just going to throw him out under the bus right now, and I hope he's listening because I love him. He didn't come from a supercharged GTI. Before that, he came from a single cam, second gen Scirocco.
Yeah, he had a Scirocco
with snake eyes on the hood.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but he was 16. It's fine.
Now I've seen the pictures of that car. Now I can put 1 and 2 together.
But yeah, anyways, we were in the driveway and he hit the two-step and somebody's mom came out of the house yelling and screaming because she thought there was gunshots.
Yeah. I mean, it was absolutely deafening.
But it was the really it wasn't even like the typical like two-step you hear now where it's
Yeah.
like it sounds like a machine gun. It was like super slow-mo. It was like pow pow
Yeah.
pow. You're like it legit kind of sounded like gunshots because it was so slow.
And I remember him doing it again at a Monday meet. I was like, bro, we are downtown Oklahoma City. You need
Yeah.
to get that out of
Yeah.
here.
Surely you've seen that video of that guy in the Honda Civic that gets the cops called on him. He's like a body shop or something like
There's
that.
like 80 videos of people, and who knows how many of these are fabricated because we're on the internet of somebody doing the two-step in their car and then a cop driving by.
Oh, this one definitely wasn't fabricated. These cops rolled up like 4 deep, and he pulled his cell phone and I started recording.
Well, yeah, so around town,
he was a
they
Latino guy. And
literally have these like gunshot detectors, and it's this big omnidirectional microphone. So when it records,
who has those?
All the cities everywhere. All the police stations everywhere use these now.
What?
And so basically, you
What?
can triangulate when it peaks this specific sound frequency
Yeah.
of a gunshot.
What?
It'll take the sound it heard from whatever microphones and give them a general area of where to go
Shut
look.
your whore mouth.
Yeah. Like, they don't mess around with that
Big
stuff.
brother, why you listening to me like that? Bruh.
I won't
I
get
don't-
into all that stuff.
I don't know if I feel good about that. We should stop talking. Podcast is over. We're done. They're listening.
We're going to get back to the cars. We're going to get back to the Whole Milk Crew.
Oh.
And this amazing photo that I edited together to hide everybody's identities. And I could still poke out every individual person here
Yeah.
just because I matched their troll face to their personality.
I like my troll face in that photo. I like that. That's very good.
You were the original troll.
So just for the record, WMC in the WMC production stands for Whole Milk Crew. And we were a crew. It was a club within a club.
But it was the group of friends that hung out every night.
Yeah.
Out of this like
Legitimate now. Okay.
for like 5 years, I never paid dues. And I was like in all the forums. I got the t-shirts and the stickers.
I never paid dues ever, and I was a co-chair.
Yeah. I think that's also because you knew the right people.
And because I started it.
Right.
Okay. I helped. I didn't start it. Wed Dub was around before I was, but I definitely helped start it.
But so we created this like world-ending controversy because we had a club inside of a club because we were the same friends that like to go eat together and hang out in parking lots and chat and like work on each other's cars.
Yep. Yeah.
But I think what really sent it off was the squid.
Yeah.
When the squid won Dub of the Month.
Oh
beat
my
ass
God.
old
I
Mark
totally
III
forgot about that.
Because
we infiltrated the voting system
Yeah.
and just all voted for the squid.
Because how old was I even? I don't know, 20
Yeah.
when I had that car?
Yeah.
This 20-year-old with just this beat-up old Mark III four-door with a weird built ABA motor in it and like the craziest suspension stuff. Like,
Yeah.
spent all of his time and life making this little thing that's like a persona extension.
It really was, though.
And naturally I win because we had Dub of the Month. It was like, you vote your favorite car of the month.
Yep.
And it won over this guy's Mark V GTI with R bumpers and a KO4 turbo that he paid someone to do all the work for. And everyone's just like, you're stupid. And he got so lit up, and it literally like shut down the forums. The Facebook group went away. Everything got locked down.
I feel like that was the tipping point, and the nail in the coffin was the forum.
Dude, yeah. So
the forum that we started.
Bless Chris for doing this.
Yeah.
Because he was like the best jokester out there. I swear he doesn't do anything anymore these days. But he had jokingly, we made our own forum group. And it was wholemilkcrew.com.
R.I.P. car forums.
Dude, right? I miss that. I hate how Facebook works and all of that because I want to get on a forum. I still get on VW Vortex and look around, and sometimes Zilvia, because they are actually like functioning forums.
Yeah. Well, the thing that I hate about the Facebook is you can't. There's no way to look up anything.
Yeah.
You can't have a build thread on Facebook groups.
Yeah.
You can't search
It's
anything.
all like real time now,
Yeah.
or it's photo.
I don't want to scroll.
storage.
I don't want to scroll for 16 days just to find a photo. I want to go to that person's build thread and look it up.
Right. I
Maybe
wanna
we should
go-
bring back car domain.
Oh my
It still
gosh,
exists.
yeah.
It still exists. My car domain is still there.
Like for the longest time, we had pedal room for bicycles, where you could like do all that stuff. Car domain. I had a car domain account.
You still do.
I still do, because it's still there.
It's still there.
I gotta look this up.
Okay, so anyways, yeah.
Oh, hey, we're at 72% for that video.
Oh,
Get ready, guys. Like, this is gonna blow your wormholes.
Oh yeah. So for those that don't know, I don't like whole milk, and I'm not like a milk activist. There was is a car group here in the city that, well, especially when they first came out, they were like super snooty. Thought they were better than everybody, and the club is called the 1%. And I've grown to be friends with a handful of the guys that are in it over the years. But anyways, one of those guys showed up to
Try to get that thing a little more in front of you.
like this.
Yeah.
One of those guys showed up to the car event. Do you remember that kid?
The kid in the red
in the
Mustang
Mustang?
convertible.
It was a V6
that
Mustang
said
convertible.
He was part of the 1%.
For the record, any other car in that club consisted of like a twin turbo Lamborghini or a Viper with twin turbos, or just anything that was like a gajillion horsepower or super expensive. And this guy rolls up in a like 03 V6 convertible Mustang, walks over to me. We're in the McDonald's parking lot, and says, "Hey bro, what's up? So do they care if like we work on our cars here?" And I was like, in the parking lot? He's like, yeah, I gotta put my my thermostat back in.
Oh yeah, because he was.
Yeah,
He was
I
racing.
took it to Thunder Valley and I was drag racing, so I pulled my thermostat out. I'm like, whatever, dude. Whatever. So anyways, he was just that, and then I was like, man, fuck 1%. I like whole milk. And then it just started from there. And then it was a crew within a crew. There's the core guys, like you said, and then we got tired of dealing with all the BS that was on the main forum, so Chris started our own. And the demise of that forum was the Google bots.
Oh my god.
Because you could literally type in, I don't even remember what the forum was anymore, but you could literally type in the words, like whatever, like the actual website, and you could barely even get it on Google.
Yeah.
Until that happened, and then there was like,
Everybody was able to search it and
Yeah, you
uncover the truth and find out.
uncover the
we
truth.
We literally used it to figure out which Buffalo Wild Wings we were gonna go eat at that week,
yeah,
and to just post up all of like the dumbest, like blah 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 is stupid and smells bad and their car is dumb.
Yeah.
And like all of our little
Yeah.
like anagrams we had,
Yeah.
like
yeah.
BSD was gonna go SDM and the
Oh
WMC.
my God, yeah. Dude, that is.
Gonna get all backside Dave in here.
Oh.
Where did that even come from?
I don't even know. Oh my God, I don't even know. But that was I feel like that should be like the comeback sticker for the WMC. It's just
Backside Dave.
just the BSD
Or
and the
super dick mode.
It should just be like it should just say like BSD and the WMC, and then have like some sort of goofy picture or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh man. You know what, the one sticker I'm sad I don't have right now, speaking of stickers?
Firstly, my whole milk crew sticker.
Yes. Also, my What Would Jeremy Clarkson Do stickers.
Oh man, I I think I have one of those.
Do you?
No shit, I think I have one of those.
If you
I'm
have one
gonna
of those, if you have one of those, I'm gonna take it and have someone copy it.
Before
and
we
make more.
shut this down, I'm gonna do the worst thing to ever do when you're on camera and recording anything is I'm gonna leave the scene because it's right here.
Oh, exit stage right.
So I had talked about the sticker stashes, and this is
The sticker
my
stash.
folder of all of it.
Oh man.
It's thick, and just maybe it might be in here.
If you have one, I don't even know what to do with my life. Other than
I remember seeing it within the last like 4 years. And I know that is a very, very broad spectrum.
But listen, Carson's like 75 years old in reality, so the years,
And
it didn't seem like that.
I
far
have
away.
the slightest inclination that I don't have it.
That's not what I wanted to hear. You got me. I was up here, and now I'm down here.
Moon eyes. Dude.
Does he have it? I don't know, but your sticker collection is super JDM, and I'm super jealous. I don't even know what it means. Those could be like Japanese truck stop stickers, and I'd be like, yes, I need that. I want a love sticker from Japan on my car.
It may be gone. It was in the glove box of the blue car for the longest time, and then it went into a box somewhere.
Fired. You're fired.
And I don't know.
Podcast over. We're done.
There's a picture of it somewhere.
Let's see
we'll
if
find
I
it. We'll
can-
bring it back.
What?
Or I may honestly have it stashed somewhere. I'm going to try and skillfully get all this back in without continuously
there it is. It's on the internet.
bumping this. But that's it right there.
Yeah.
I gave it to someone. I did. I remember going through
It's like
all
giving
of my
somebody
stickers.
an STD.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like those UGG stickers too.
The stickers. Oh man. So I used to work at a shop, and we did vinyl graphics, and anything I couldn't make in house, I would just have a buddy of mine at a sign store make, because he hated his job and didn't really care and would just make me whatever. And so I made the stickers, and he made the what would Jeremy Clarkson sticker do? Or what would Jeremy
Right.
Clarkson do stickers? He just showed up and he was like, I made these. I think that you would like these. And he handed me like 30 of them, and I was like, yes. But now I'm gonna have to have more made because throwback.
All right, so let me find my list of things, and I'm just going to put this out so I know we have it and it's been said, of things that we're going to talk about later on the next time I have Taylor here. And we may even, magic. We're going to magic it.
Okay.
So
Magic
some big
the Gathering?
topics I've got. One of the biggest one is the Helios. We
Mm.
spent some time talking about it earlier, but I'm a dingus and didn't have the microphone set up. The two big ones that really stood out that I wrote down with you: the art of being you,
Oh yeah. Okay.
and then why. And we're gonna end it on this bombshell of why the FRS BRZ GT86 is actually a good car. Everyone, I want you to say thank you to my friend Taylor here.
Yes.
I'm Carson. This is DayCare, and we are out.
Out.
Have a good night,
Later.
or whatever time of day it is.